Hi, my name is Shawnice and welcome to my backyard desert garden. We all have our good and bad days as gardeners. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my highs and lows as a backyard desert gardener, fix up a raised garden bed, and sow some seeds. So let's go. Before it gets really hot outside, we're going to fix up my cinder block raised garden bed. I put together a cinder block raised garden bed with materials that I had around my garden, but the stray cats were starting to get into it, which led me to block it off. In the corner, I have a cucumber plant growing, and I recently started to grow pinto beans. I plan on taking all the sticks out, making it look neat, putting a fence up, and laying down straw, and plant a few seeds. Now that we have everything out, I can visually see all the beautiful growth. And I believe I have tomatoes and peppers growing here as well. And when you grow pinto beans, it actually releases nitrogen into the soil. And I might add a few seeds to this raised garden bed like cilantro and maybe a few carrots. We have a fence that's about 2 feet high, and we are going to wrap this around the garden bed. I like to be resourceful in the garden, so I found a metal rod which I will be staking into the ground, which will make it easier for me to wrap the fence around the garden bed. I have 4 wooden posts on the corners of my garden bed that will help us secure down the fence. My husband is really good at this stuff, so he's helping me tie the fence down. Always make sure to twist the ends of the wire to ensure that none of the animals get hurt. And this is how it should look like. We repeated this process all around the garden bed. To give the garden bed a little bit more height, I'm going to be adding some netting. It was starting to heat up, so we had to get this done really fast, but this is what it looks like with the netting. And it'll prevent the cats from jumping over. The netting fence still needs a little bit more structure, so I'm going to be drilling a hole and using a sunflower stalk to help support the fence. Now it's time to add the straw. It's best not to use too much straw and gently layer it over the soil. It's starting to get really hot outside, but we got it done, and it looks so good. I face a lot of challenges as a desert gardener, and this is my second year, so here are my highs and lows as a backyard desert gardener. I grow most of my vegetables in raised garden beds, and they've been doing good for the most part, but unfortunately I got white flies. And I don't have fencing around this garden bed, so I do have to block it off. The white flies seem to like my cucumber plant the most, which is completely damaging the whole plant. I don't like using pesticide in my garden. However, white flies are very hard to get rid of naturally, so I went ahead and got some neem oil, which I only use in my vegetable garden. My zucchini plant got attacked by squash bugs this year, which is okay because I fed most of them to my chickens and duck. And we did harvest a lot of zucchini this year, which I'm really happy about. And I want to plant something else here, so I'm just going to pull it out. I called over my duck and chicken so that way they could finish off the squash bugs. It's always good to keep in mind that the squash bugs are an important part of this ecosystem. To prevent squash bugs, grow zucchini early in the season. We have short seasons in Arizona, so I just went ahead and pulled it so that way I could grow something else. I have 5 sweet potatoes growing in grow bags that are up against the fence and are receiving shade from the Mexican purple petunia plant. I grew lavender this year, however, I grew the wrong variety. I had 1 lavender plant survive and the other one did not survive, only because the pot did not have good drainage. And I have succulent plants around the garden which are doing well. All of our shade screens that we put up this year are helping our plants survive the summer. Our apricot tree is thriving, which I'm really happy about, and you can see the new growth. This is our sad almond tree. When you have gophers present in your yard, you take a gamble when you plant something directly in the ground because they will eat the roots. And the tree in the front also did not survive this year. We get these black beetles that come up every year and they eat the roots on this tree. It's pretty sad because this tree shaded our house. On a positive note, it gives us another opportunity to plant a better tree. And our mulberry tree is still here and thriving. This tree helps keeps my chickens and ducks cool in the summer, because without it, it would be very hot for them. I got gladiolus bulb flowers from the 99-cent store and they did not do well. They were in a pot for too long, so next year I'll plant them directly in the soil. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.